intel, ready for report. Contact at the hard point.
YouTube, what's good? It's Sick here, and we're gonna give you guys the full Vanguard breakdown here. Just, you know, a little bit of my first thoughts, impressions, and where we see this game going with Warzone. Here you'll see a nice, I think it's 70 and 16 gameplay, using the MP40 on Subpoena. Little domination action in the background here. But just to start it off, yeah, I really think that the game is superiorly inadequate. It's a wonderful version of all the aspects we love of Call of Duty with none of the greatness. It's relatively stale, you know, just in the field, but it's good. It's weirdly good, where it keeps you coming back maybe for an hour or two and playing it and not just discrediting the game entirely. But there's no special aspects. It's that same, you know, 8-year long cycle of Call of Duty that we're all kind of used to. Starting off with a campaign, reused and recycled. You know, it's some of the maps have you feeling like you played it before, or some of the missions, you know, and then regardless of the actual missions itself, there's cinematic movie quality scenes in between every single mission, you know, and it's I play a mission for 5 minutes and I watch a movie for 5 minutes and I just sit there. Really didn't have any feel. I didn't finish it. I played it a little bit and you know, I mean, the last few years since multiplayer has been the king of the game, it just doesn't seem to come anywhere close. You know, you got your invisible walls going through your missions, and you just bump up against a wall when it seems like a totally open world, and then your scripted, you know, scripted little scenes where you throw a grenade or you shoot one thing and then it cuts to a cutscene, surprisingly, full cinematic quality. So all things considered, you know, it's not that fantastic, but it's not bad, which is kind of the review I'm giving the entire game here. If it's not fantastic, but it's not dog shit. We're not disappointed, like kind of where the benchmark of Call of Duty has been brought to. Of if it's not disappointing, then it's a win, and I'll give you my money. But moving on to the zombies, that's the most disappointing. Most of my motivation in this game was, yeah, level up some Warzone guns when they come out, get them ready for the Warzone integration with Vanguard. You know, the campaign was never really my focus, but zombies, I was like, alright, if I can have a good Saturday or Sunday night or whatever with my boys, you know, play it out, be casual, but have a really good time. Zombies was kind of in the back of my head when I purchased this game, but it really does not surprise. It doesn't quite disappoint, but it doesn't surprise. I feel like they took out all those good OG aspects of zombies, like the ray gun, the Wonder Waffle, you know, all those integral aspects that really kept people both playing and really intrigued with the new versions of the game. I feel like they took out. So it doesn't surprise, but it doesn't disappoint where those basic aspects. It feels like a game that you bought to mimic zombies, but it isn't quite zombies like the Call of Duty caliber. So I guess overall it is a little bit of a disappointment with no new aspects, nothing crazy. But then we move to the multiplayer. The multiplayer, kind of along the same lines of zombies. It's that it is an old school World War II vibe. I like it. It's not bad. Kind of feels like Black Ops 1 in a little bit of the way of the mechanics and stuff. but they just didn't add anything good, positive, or necessary to continue the change of the game. You know, uh, it's just the Call of Duty in its most basic format. You know, and luckily the weapons are balanced, except for those shotguns in Das House or whatever the fuck. That's no fun. I'll immediately leave a game when someone's using a combat shotgun in Das House because it's just a cheat code. But other than that, like the fact that there aren't kill streaks or like an AC 130 or whatever you have that is player controlled and just absolutely dominating the map. The dogs are pretty powerful, as you'll see here. I think it's maybe this life or the life after it where I go on a I think it's this one. I get dogs 2 lives in a row. Okay, so after this one, here's where it starts. I get dogs 2 lives in a row, and that just accounts for like 40 of my kills. You know, these 2 lives, 40 or 50 of my kills. But cause that's I think 2 11 streaks, and the dogs go and get you at least 8 or 9, make it 2 20s. But anyways, you know, the balancing of the guns is nice. You can use any gun pretty much. The snipers, I like how they've kind of almost been nerfed to where it is, you know, you're not quit scoping people in short ranges. The ADS is long enough to really make that kind of a forgiving choice of, do I want this long range or close range aspect in my fight if I'm using a sniper. I dig that. But really those player used kill streaks like the AC 130 and what have you, really enjoy how that's not really an aspect here. You got the bombing runs that can usually kill the person who called them in. You know, you don't know where it's going, you don't know when it's coming. Definitely a good addition, or I guess removal in that sense of taking away those super powerful kill streaks. And here's, yeah, I got the first dogs there, died right after my dogs, call them in, and we're about to go to work. But other than that, I guess there's like final thoughts with the multiplayer especially, and then with the Warzone integration. It's like the leveling is difficult. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of tactical, focused type gameplay, whether it be long shots, headshots, taking kills without damage, and the certain attachments. I like that. You don't just play for 2 hours and get your gold or your diamond camos, you know? But with that being said, it really feels like a month early released version of how to level up your Warzone guns when Vanguard gets integrated. That's what I'm really worried about, which I really think will be the case, where you had a lot of people playing Cold War, and then it got integrated into Warzone, and people didn't play Cold War multiplayer to level up those new guns every season. That's the thing that I think they're trying to change here, is that people, they would rather play Zombies, Plunder, or just regular Warzone in Verdansk or Rebirth, instead of playing multiplayer Cold War to level up their guns. Here I see it's a beautiful allowance of, I can still play the game and not really be miserable, but it's what's necessary to grind out those camos such as gold, diamond, whatever you have, and get those guns once the Vanguard gets integrated to Warzone. That's all I really think it'll be. That's the only place I see myself playing it is the day or two after a new season in Warzone, and I need to get gold camo or just level up the gun to 70 when it gets released on those season drops. So, you know, all things considered, not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's not a great game. It is what it is. I really feel like it's the most bare bones version of a Call of Duty in the recent years. But with that being said, it does give me some hope in that they're focusing on the Vanguard integration. With the new map, the new mechanics, including the engine on the new Warzone map. That'll be interesting. seeing how the Modern Warfare and Cold War guns fare on that new engine. But I just don't see this game being a notable Call of Duty release. And I guess that's my final words. It's not bad. It's better than Cold War, I think, for those who want to level up the guns, which is a much more difficult system. But it's just nothing special. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you love it, if you really hate it, because I don't really feel either of those emotions on this. I'm right in between where it's not a bad game, but it's not a great one. So, with that, I think we went 70 and 16. Got 2 dogs on those last 2 lives, which is good. Good streaks. But yeah, and this MVP bullshit with the same animation and it being every single game. Not a fan. Not a fan. Someone said I was the machine, so I streamed it. But anyways, love you guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Appreciate you clicking on it. I hope you all have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your day. And we'll see you for the next upload. Peace, peace.
Multi-kills, love it.
Let's go, Zalo. And John, dude, fucking running that shit up. I voted for myself as well.
Yeah, I can't unvote. Damn it. I was trying to vote for myself. Fuck.
Woo, dude, I literally might like upload that game. That was a nice 70 bomb.
Good shit.